They have 2 touchdowns, right? Receiving. Chris Thompson out of the backfield, which swing pass. He basically made it on his own. And 3-yard pass to Jordan Reed.
Yep.
That's what they have right now.
They're real close.
They have that, and Pat Mahomes has 10 of them.
They're real close to crisis mode. And I saw this when the schedule came out, okay? Because if they lose to the Packers, which I think they will, maybe they'll surprise us and play better. They're going to play better because they can't play as bad as they did last week. It's impossible. So they'll play better, but still lose. And then they have a bye. I would, even though they've had some success against the Saints, I still will think the Drew Brees will beat them. They'd be 1-3. They had a real shot, a realistic shot at 1-3.
But they should be able to exploit the corners of Green Bay. We saw what Kirk Cousins did this past weekend. He passed for over 400
But Cousins was
yards.
throwing down the field, down the sidelines.
I know.
I mean,
I saw a lot of
two legit deep
I know
threats.
the Diggs and Thielen.
Didn't he do a lot of that in the fourth quarter?
He did.
Not to diminish what he did, but
they attempted
They
it.
had to because
attempted
weren't they
it.
down by 14 or 21?
Yeah, they were down. They scored 22 points in the fourth quarter. So
They
whatever
were
the
down
score
big.
was.
And the fact that they're already out there like aggressively
20-7
signing
maybe?
guys shows. I mean, they know.
They know
It's
they have an
critical.
issue. Sure.
It's critical.
They
But
can't
you're
wait
going to
till
have to
half the
score. I
season's
mean,
gone.
you're going to have to score minimum 24 to beat the Packers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, and you can't
Definitely.
you can't just score all that with Thompson and Reed.
No.
You're going to have to throw
You
to
have to
those guys.
spice it up
opinion,
a little bit.
I love Chris Thompson. They got to use Reed more. They haven't used Jordan Reed nearly enough. They got to use Crowder more. They haven't used him nearly
definitely
enough.
Crowder. Definitely.
I don't get it. And you criticize Adrian Peterson. The guy only had 11 carries.
Well, it's hard to keep giving him carries when, first of all, you're not converting on third downs. And second of all, he's averaging less than 2 yards a carry.
Yeah, I mean, they were giving it to him
understand.
for, and they were 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, but he really only played about 25% of the plays.
If you actually broke down what he did in that game, he had 2 decent carries.
Right.
9 of them were for 1 yard or less.
And the RPOs.
I don't blame him, though. I don't blame him.
They're going to have to alter the RPOs with him because they're not working. It did not look like a good fit.
They'll figure it out. I think Jay will figure that out. Let's go to Mo in Largo. Mo, what's up, buddy? 800-636-1067 if you want to chime in. What's up, Mo?
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
I think this is just another example of the ineptitude of our front office. I mean, Josh Morgan would absolutely be the best, or Josh Gordon would absolutely be the best talent on our team if we would have been able to acquire him. But you definitely got to make a play for the guy. I mean, his upside is tremendous. Guys of that talent, that size, that physicality don't just fall off the tree. So if you have an opportunity, you got to go after him. But, I mean, you shouldn't be opposed to offering maybe a late 4th or a 5th round pick for a guy of that talent and, just try to put some stipulations within the contract where if he doesn't show up correct, then he's out of here. But, I mean, guys like that, you can't just – you got to kick the tires on him. That's crazy. And one more thing, hey, Lurch, I hope you got on that big fatty I gave you last week. That's
Miami.
2 weeks in a row, brother.
Good job. Nicely done. I'm waiting for another one. Yes, you did. You picked Miami over Toledo, laying 10.5, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I'll dial something up for you later this week. Thanks, fellas.
All right. Thank you,
And
pal.
again, to respond to Mo, I mean, we don't know what the Skins were offering. We don't know what the conversations were.
Right.
I mean, I think the Skins were definitely interested, but maybe they just didn't have the ammo to get it done like New England did. But I think that they were definitely interested.
They were definitely
in Josh
interested
Gordon.
by all accounts. But just to give you an idea, I mean, 4th-round picks, they're pretty valuable. I mean, we drafted Jamison Crowder in the 4th round.
Also drafted
2015.
Samaje Perine in the 4th round.
That's true. That's true,
Well,
but we also
in
drafted
the same draft, the Vikings drafted, I believe, Stephon Diggs in the 5th round.
Yeah.
Right.
Jameson
I mean,
Crowder
those are valuable picks. We had Bashad Breeland, who, you say what you want, had some moments here for this team for several years. Drafted him in the 4th round.
He's still unemployed, by the way.
Yeah.
I know. Isn't that weird?
I wouldn't have, if I were the Skins, I would call him and try to bring him back.
They didn't like to deal with him.
On a one-year
There's
deal.
certain
That's a
guys that just don't
personality
like.
thing.
Yeah.
That's
But
just a
Josh Gordon's a
personality.
first-round talent.
Definitely.
So if you
But
can,
here's the thing. I'm having a
I know
hard
he's
time
a
with the
wild card.
reports.
He's a wild card.
The report that came out was that he was acting not himself, showed up late, gave him a weird hand. The insinuation clearly was that he had taken a step back with his sobriety. Then later that was refuted.
Right.
Now, was it refuted just so they could get the most trade value possible?
Who knows?
That's the whole thing. If he's sober, like let's say he's got 6 months sobriety behind him, I'd go with it. But if he had an issue last week, I can't sign him.
I know. We don't know. We don't know. you have one screw up and you're done dealing with it. You get one strike.
Oh, he's on the thinnest ice ever.
And if you waste the 5th round pick, oh well.
Yeah.
You rolled the dice and it just didn't work out, but it could.
Let's go to Kevin Culpepper. Kevin, what's up, man? You're on with the Junks.
What's up, Junks?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, two things, both related to the offensive line. I think after this game, I'm more convinced than after the first game that AP is a great running back. I think our offensive line was horrible. And if you guys, I don't know if you watched the game and the commentators, they were constantly saying that the Redskins have one of the best lines in the NFL. And I just don't understand it. I thought they were terrible. If you go back and look at his carries, I don't know how many carries they had, I can't remember, but I bet more than half of them, at the moment he's handed the ball, someone's in his face, at least one guy. Yeah. And he had to work to get those yards that he did get. If that would have been Kelly or Pirine, they'd have had negative yards on the day, I think.
Well, you don't have to worry about Kelly now. Kelly's sidelined for a month with a banged up foot.
I agree with you.